tracking north, battering the coast of Georgia and South Carolina, bringing with it fierce winds and threats of flooding. Joining us now is Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter, a member of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Congressman, welcome to the show. Appreciate you giving us time, especially with the current conditions in Georgia. How are Georgia residents doing right now? How has this impacted them?
Well, fortunately, we have really been skirted. The track of the storm really headed more east. Unfortunately, it looks like Charleston is going to take the brunt of the storm, and we are, as I say, it skirted the coastline. So yes, we have had some high winds. We've had a lot of rain. We've had some storm surge, but for the most part, Georgia has fared well. Except for a little bit of flooding, we've done well. But certainly our thoughts and prayers go with those who are in Florida, our neighbors in Florida, as well as in South Carolina.
Absolutely. Congressman, earlier this year, Biden released millions of barrels of oil from our strategic petroleum reserve, and you have reason to believe that may create challenges as Florida and your state recover in South Carolina. Can you explain?
Sure. The purpose of the emergency reserves is for emergencies. It's not for the purpose of bringing down the price of gasoline so you can bring down inflation, which is what this administration has used it for. Now we have an example where these areas are certainly going to be in need of the emergency oil reserves. And are they going to be there? We don't know that because, after all, this president has misused this asset for what it was never intended for. It was intended for these type of situations that we're in right now.
I do want to shift gears a bit with you. We were talking about this earlier, the fentanyl crisis. Earlier this week, 220 House Democrats voted against a bill which would have made it permanently illegal to sell any fentanyl-related substances in the country. I want to have a look at, there's alarming numbers right now across the country of people who are dying from fentanyl and the amount of fentanyl that's being brought over. Are they giving any response for their vote, for their no vote to make this illegal?
Well, I certainly hope they do, because they deserve to. Look, this is fentanyl poisoning. I was corrected in a town hall meeting when I misspoke and called it fentanyl addiction. And a mother who tragically lost her son corrected me, and rightfully so. She said, look, my son took one pill and it killed him. That's fentanyl poisoning. We are losing 300 people every day to fentanyl poisoning. How the Democrats could have voted against this Fentanyl Halt Act, how they could not acknowledge the fact that this is a poisoning of our citizens is beyond me. And yes, they should have to answer to this. They should have to stand up and give a reason why they would ignore this. I mean, it's bad enough that they are leaving our border open, that we have enough fentanyl in this country right now to kill every American 8 times over. But to vote against legislation that would have combated this is just ridiculous.
You know, as we have Halloween approaching, many people are concerned about, I talked about this the other day, rainbow fentanyl, which is made to look like candy to attract children. I mean, this is what the drug lords are doing to try to get a younger demographic. What should parents know as we're just a month out from Halloween to prepare their children for this?
Well, please make sure you test this. Make sure that you don't let them eat anything that you're not absolutely certain of what it is. And with all due respect, please do not ever take a pill unless you know it came from a pharmacy, and a reputable pharmacy. You know that's where it came from. I know that you hear all these stories about parties where they have a bowl of pills there and they're taking them. Please don't ever do that. Look, it only takes a minuscule amount of this drug to poison someone and to kill them, and it only takes one. And that's what we have to be aware of. That's why it's so dangerous. And I just can't stress enough, as a pharmacist, as a healthcare professional, as a father, as a grandfather, please be careful.
I only have about 30 seconds left, but do you think this fentanyl crisis is going to be a factor in the midterm elections as people start to really raise awareness about just how big of an issue this is?
No question about it. As I've traveled through the district during our recess in the month of August, people have pointed to inflation, to the price of gas, to groceries, to crime, and to the drug problem that is infesting all of our communities. This is not just a border problem. Every community has become a border state. Every community has become a border community. And these drugs are infesting in our communities, and they're seeping into our communities, and they're killing our people.
Congressman Buddy Carter, appreciate your time this evening.
Thank you.